teachers in the Lake Highlands area. Lord, we thank you for the dedication of the students to their studies, the dedication of their parents and mentors to them and their improvement. And Lord, we thank you for the teachers who work so hard on behalf of all of our students to give them the opportunities that they need to succeed in life in the future. And we are honored to be celebrating them this morning. We ask that you be with us, bless our time and bless the food this morning. Be with us in everything that we do as we go from here. Bless those who serve us domestically and abroad in our armed forces. Bless those who serve us at home and keep us safe, and our first responders. We thank you for all that they do and ask your blessings and protection on them. In Jesus' name, amen. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, wow. It's good to see a packed house this morning. Thank you all for being here. We've been back together in person now for about a month, and we appreciate y'all joining us. Like I said, it's good to see you. Other than those we're recognizing this morning and their family and guests, do we have any guests of the club this morning to recognize? Anyone who's here just visiting and doesn't want to claim any of our members at this point? It's totally understandable. Okay. A few announcements. Again, it's mostly schedule. We've got a full one coming up here as we close out the school year. I'll run through. Actually, let's go ahead and get Nathan Trefone up here to give us an update on our big event coming up on May 22nd, and then we'll work backwards from there. Nathan.
Good morning, Lake Highlands. You guys, most of you in the club have heard the spiel a lot, but for our guests today, we are having our spring fundraiser May 22nd. It's a virtual auction. You guys are invited. The reason you're invited is because what we do benefits everybody in the community. So your support helps us further our mission in the community. But we're really excited. So mark your calendars, May 22nd. It's a virtual event, live auction. We'll have really cool items up for sale, including things like KC pool, backyard, Italian experience night. You can have a party for 24 of your closest friends. But also that week leading up, May 16th through the 22nd, is our silent auction. So gift cards to restaurants in the community. If you're looking for a Father's Day gift, there will be rounds of golf at private clubs in the area like Lakewood, DAC, if you're not already a member. But we encourage you guys to take a look. Members, you guys know the routine, mark your calendars, get registered to bid. And then May 20th, the Thursday before, come up to the KC. We're gonna have a preview night. I guess if anybody else wants to come, you're welcome to join as well. We'll have adult beverages and some food. But thank you guys for all that you have done to help support the event. We're really excited. And Chris, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you, Nathan. I'll say it every week until we get this thing done, and again afterwards. But thanks to your committee for all the hard work, getting the items together, putting the event on. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yes, we would encourage everyone to attend if you're interested. It's a pretty fun event. We did it virtually last year as well, and it was quite successful. I think we'll be even more successful this year. And as Nathan said, this is, we're kind of we're a flamingo this year in terms of our fundraising. We've got one leg to stand on, and that's this auction. So I hope we have a good turnout. And if you're interested, get on the Facebook page, send an email to, what is it, Exchange Club. Get on the website and send an email to me, and we'll get you the link, because the link is not just out and about in the public at this point, for obvious reasons. All right, that's the auction. That takes care of May 22nd, May 20th. Working backwards again, May 19th, the Wednesday before the Thursday night happy hour auction preview meeting is the red and white game. The sign up genius is up for the red and white game. We need a dozen or so volunteers to help cook hot dogs, serve hot dog, wrap hot dogs, and serve hot dogs during the red and white game. Our time commitment that night is 5 to 9 p.m. We'll be serving around 7:30 or 8. It's at the high school. Sign up Genius is in the newsletter. Members jump on, sign up, and show up. Next Friday, May 14th, is our scholarship breakfast. Mario Baroni is here. We're having a scholarship breakfast. We are having it here. We're going to recognize our students here in person at the KC. We are asking members to join via Zoom so that we can pack this place with students, their parents, teachers, the folks that donated for the scholarships, and the people that are doing the presenting. I think we've got a pretty full RSVP list, but we would really encourage you to show up on the Zoom and attend that meeting. It's a lot of fun. It's one of our best meetings of the year. I think people who have been there would agree. So May 14th, scholarship breakfast. Forerunner Mentoring has its community event on Saturday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday, May 8th, at OHB from 4 to I think 8 or so. Food trucks, obviously beverages. They've got stuff for the kids. And I think this is just kind of a chance for Forerunner to get in front of the community as they're making the transition from Zach, who's heading off to Waco, and handing the reins over to Stephen Murray, who was here with us. I think that was last week. So make an effort to come out and enjoy that. Should be a lot of fun tomorrow. Weather looks like it's going to be nice. All right, that's the schedule. Is there anything else that I'm missing announcement wise? We do still have an ongoing school board race in a runoff. So mark your calendars. June 5th, I believe, is the election day for that runoff. There will be early voting. I don't have the details on that. I don't know if anybody sitting around here does, but there will be a runoff. It's an important race. We'd encourage you to get out and cast a vote. And before I turn it over to Patrick Allen, since we are honoring people and celebrating achievements and handing out awards this morning, I think it's only fitting that we recognize one of our own members for quite an accomplishment yesterday on the golf course, of all places. And I thought about this, the golf gods must have been smiling because he was skipping work to play golf and still got a hole-in-one. Patrick Brown. Yes, allegedly. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff on Facebook. I mean, if it's on Facebook, it's got to be true, right? I mean, there were pictures, there was a flag. Yeah. Anyway, I hope Patrick treated the guys he was with well, the 19th hole. All right, I get thumbs up there. Good job, Patrick. I've only ever seen one hole-in-one, and I didn't make it, so that's pretty cool. All right, with that, let's get on with the show. I'm going to ask Patrick Allen to come up and start with our Teacher of the Year recognitions. Patrick.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I had the honor and privilege this week of meeting some outstanding teachers. It was very fitting this week because Teacher Appreciation Week. And we here at the Exchange Club love to celebrate our teachers, and we appreciate them every week of the year. And this is a great opportunity for us to really memorialize the great work that they do and honor them. So I'm going to start the program today with Miss Carrie Jones, who will introduce our two nominees from the high school.
Good morning. I am so excited to introduce Master Sergeant Calvin Washington and Colonel Robert Gerald, both retired, who are our JROTC teachers at Lake Highlands High School. And number one, I'm thankful to the club for letting me nominate two because it's normally one. And so I begged, I was like, I have two people and they're always together. So I couldn't do one without the other. They have completely transformed our JROTC program. They do so much for our kids, not only during the day, but they provide them with so many experiences after school and even on the weekends. It's not rare to have them meet at 3 a.m. to get the kids on a bus to go somewhere. They were somewhere and then they made it back, but it's always a memorable, that's all I worry about. Did y'all make it back? And so it's always just a good experience for these kids. They're winning numerous awards. There's even something going on next week where Dr. Stone is coming and is helping us honor the program. So wonderful guys. We had to trick them on Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday to let them know that they were being honored. So I didn't know what to do. So I lied and I texted them like at 7:30 and I said, be in my office at 8:30 a.m. to sign something. And they were like, okay. And so then I didn't know what else to say. So then they showed up and I couldn't really make small talk because I was lying. And so I just kind of had my back towards them and I wouldn't talk. And so we were waiting on everyone to get there, but they were so excited and I am honored to recognize both of them because they do so much for our kids. They give kids who might not be involved in something to be involved in. And so can they come up?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on up, you guys.
No. This is totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. There's yours. Should I unwrap these first? So what she did call. So when I got out the car, I put the flat vest on, the cap on. The ring in my pocket, you know, I'm like, what are we doing? There you go. Then we get in there and I'm just like, what's everything? He's like,
We were pretty much prepared for ambush. We looked at each other and we like, we gave each other the eye and we pulled out the grenade. We pulled out the grenade.
we really do appreciate it. Okay, next, we're going to count on the power of technology. Can Roxanne Cheek join us virtually?
All right, I think
Morning,
that,
Roxanne. She's the principal from Aiken Elementary, and she'll be introducing Miss Harmon.
all right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Roxanne Cheek, and I so wish I could be there with you this morning. But I made it to school, Jenny Bates, and so I had a little bit of technical difficulty with my garage door. So I hate that I'm not there, but I am so honored to be able to just really give props and really be able to say what a great job that our teacher Kelly Harmon does over here at Aiken Elementary. Kelly does not only just really connect well and build amazing relationships with her students, she has been her team leader for the past 3 years. The reason why that is so significant is because we have had new teachers who have never taught before on her team for the past 2 years. And she has not only taken care of her students, she's really built so much leadership capacity in her teammates, but also so many people here at Aiken. And she's just really generous with her time. She has high expectations. She loves kids and she gets serious results. And in the last time we've had a STAR test, which that's not the end all be all, but it's a great indicator of the work that Kelly is able to do within a year. She had 82% of her students make growth. That's huge at Aiken because we have lots of gaps with our students. And so for her to be able to show the growth in almost every single one of our students in a year is so huge. But she does that on almost every assessment, every day with them, social and emotionally. And she is just truly generous with her time, and she is here dedicated to Aiken, even while she's raising her own 2 boys. And so Kelly is just full of just determination, integrity, and she is just someone we all look up to here at Aiken. And so I appreciate the Exchange Club for allowing us to honor Kelly as well. And I know that she deserves this recognition and then so much more. And so we just want to say thank you, Kelly.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Cheek. Kelly, come on up here and receive your award.
Thank you very much.
All right, next we're going to bring up Mr. Henderson from Moss Haven Elementary to introduce Riley Pena.
Good morning, everybody. Glad you came out to celebrate our students and our staff, or some of them. So see a lot of alumni from Moss Haven. So shout out to all of you. Proud to have some of the top 10 here this morning. And you do so much for the community at large, for the school districts. So I want to say thank you. Appreciate all of you and everything you do. It does not go unnoticed, and it makes a big impact on our whole community. So thank you so much. We do want to celebrate Riley Pena. She's an amazing teacher. She's our 4th grade math teacher. She goes above and beyond. And I thought Roxanne was describing her. So I was like, wow, she just took everything I had to say. So changing script real quick. But yeah, she develops those relationships with her students to motivate them to achieve at high levels. She creates positive relationships with her team. She works with a guy that she has to keep in line. You know how we are, you gotta keep him on track, and she does a great job of that. He's a jokester and plays a lot of pranks, but she takes it well and just keeps on going. Mr. A, for those that from Moss Haven, you know him. Also, she just builds good relationships with her parents, and it's a total team effort with her teammates and with her families to make sure students are getting what they need and that they're growing. And I got a call from somebody in the district about her amazing growth on one of our measurements of growth, the students' growth. And it was really a proud moment to see that all of her students are making that kind of achievement in math and making progress. But she's not just a teacher. She's an amazing person. She's a good wife. She is a good mom, a good friend. She does things above and beyond, and she just steadfast, I guess would be a great word. She just keeps going, happy. When she's down, you wouldn't know it. She just keeps going and going and going. And she does amazing things for our kids. And I'm just proud to be her principal. So let's celebrate Riley Pena.
And lastly, for our last award winner, going to bring up Becky Stevens from White Rock Elementary.
That a little bit. I am so proud to introduce our Exchange Club Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Leslie Roby. She has been a teacher at White Rock for a number of years, and I actually got to hire her when I was an assistant principal there a number of years ago, and it is one of my very proudest hires because Leslie and her husband Daniel and I went to high school together, which has been so fun to be able to at Lake Highlands, which has been so fun to be able to reconnect with them over the years at White Rock. Leslie is an incredible educator. She welcomes every single student into her class with open arms, an open heart, an open mind. This year has been more than difficult for teachers. Obviously, there's been so many changes all throughout the year of, okay, well, now these students are coming back from virtual, so now they're going to be in your class, or we're taking this kid out and putting him here and all this stuff. And every single time we've made a change or added a student to her class, she has been nothing but welcoming, gracious, positive, and happy to have them. I've never heard her complain this entire year through all of this. She has 4 beautiful, wonderful children, and she is also a wonderful wife, mother, friend, and somebody that I really look up to in my life and that I go to for advice on things and all of that. So her daughter started White Rock's first diversity book club this year, and it had a great turnout. And so we are really excited to continue that next year, but that is all due to her hard work and facilitation of that group. And so anyway, she is just the epitome of what you would want in a teacher. So that's Leslie Roby.
All right, thank you, and congratulations to our nominees.
Okay, good morning, Lake Highlands. I'm Raymond Fisher, and it's my pleasure to present for the club the remaining March and April Character Counts and Youth of the Month Awards and our Youth of the Year. That was a hard act to follow. I especially like the idea of Principal Jones doing the what do we have to sign? Nothing. Be at the KC Club tomorrow. I have to go. Thank you all for being here. We have had to double up a couple of times, and this is one of those. I guess it's kind of a tripling up to hear from these 7 youth and all the teachers, and then the 2 Youth of the Year from our neighborhood. These teens can literally see the finish line this year. I think they have, counting today, I believe it's 16 days of school left, which is amazing. They've all shown great patience and determination, both of which have been a recurring theme throughout my discussions with all of them. They reflect the high standards and community caring that Lake Highlands is truly all about. So let's get right to it. We're going in a bit of a different and selected order today. So we're going to start with 3 Highlandettes who have an additional meeting right after this. Our first honoree is one of our 2 Character Counts awardees. The Character Counts Awards, for those of you who don't know, are given to students nominated by the faculty and staff at Lake Highlands High School. This award recognizes young men and women at Lake Highlands, as well as their parents and mentoring teachers who display strong character traits as a vital part of their daily routine. These are students who serve as peer role models, positively participate in school and or community service and extracurricular activities, serve as student leaders, and are reliable and very trustworthy. Our first Character Counts honoree is Olivia Grace Nieport for March 2021. Olivia Grace, why don't you introduce your family? Just here. You just tell us who they are.
This is my mother, Heather Niforti, my brother, Ethan Niforti, and my father, Robert.
Just tell you a little bit about Olivia Grace. She has been in Lake Highlands her entire life. She considers her strongest talent to be a hard work ethic. She wants to keep trying and believing in herself and pushing herself. She loves theater and dance, loves being in choir and service leagues. Her favorite electronic device is probably her phone. She can pretty much do anything she needs on it, especially getting in touch with people. Her favorite club, obviously, is the Highlandettes. If she could vacation anywhere in the world, she said she would choose probably France or just traveling in Europe because she's fascinated with architecture. Being daughter of an architect, I understand. And she said if she could meet anyone in the world, past or present, who would it be and why? She said probably Marilyn Monroe. She had a great deal of learning disabilities, but still found a way to succeed, and that's something that she really admires. She will be attending Texas Tech in the fall, and looking forward to most about graduation and college. She said after graduation, she's looking forward to probably just preparing for being an adult. Put the brakes on that for a while for all of us, believe me. And in college, she's looking forward to meeting new people and expanding her horizons. Olivia Grace, here we'd like to give you this award. And we ask you one thing, please spend it all on yourself, okay? Olivia Grace Seaport, everybody. I'm sorry, Principal Jones, do you have any comments? I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you the.
Okay. Not working directly with someone is a great opportunity to see what their character is really made of. Olivia Grace is an amazing young lady who is the epitome of grace, character, and one of the most positive people I met from Mr. Cruz, our technical director. Olivia Grace is a pleasure to teach. She is hardworking, determined, polite, and always helpful from Miss Gilbertson Choir. And then Olivia Grace is one of the kindest students I've met. She has a heart of gold, and over the last few years, it has been fantastic to see her become such a strong young woman from Miss King.
Okay, our next Character Council awardee is for April 2021, and that's Ava Young. Ava has been in Lake Highlands for 6 years. She went to Hexter Elementary, then Wallace Elementary, and then Lake Highlands Junior High. You may be shocked as another Highlandette. She considers her strongest talent probably dance. She's very passionate about dance and loves doing it. Also loves her phone, feels like she carries it around with her everywhere and keeps her connected with her family, both here and elsewhere, a lot of her family in Tennessee, and different apps and activities. She's going to be attending Texas State in the fall. She's decided on nursing as a major. She really wants to help people, and she said it was really between education and nursing. Both of them were very rewarding and very helpful, so she chose nursing. If she could vacation anywhere in the world, she said probably Canada, because she has some family up there. And if she could go up by herself and see everyone again and all the different places, it would be incredible. It's a really beautiful country. If she could meet anyone in the world, past or present, she said she was obsessed with Hannah Montana, so probably Miley Cyrus. Ava's words, she's all grown up now. Ava said the best advice she's received is that her dad has always said, don't worry about other people. It's really about what you're doing. Worry about yourself, not what others are doing or not doing. And I think that's really sound advice. She said that what does she look when I asked what is she most looking forward to doing after graduation and in college? She said it's kind of the same after graduation, meeting new people in college and learning a life skill regarding how to live on her own. And in college, the people and the environment. She said, this is going to be a whole new environment and I'm really excited for it. Principal Jones, you want to come up and give some more words about Ava from her teachers?
Okay, Ava is a hardworking, diligent student. She always wants to do her best and pushes herself until she gets there, from Miss Kent. And then I had Ava Young 2 years ago in world history, and she was one of my favorite students that year. She was always pleasant and kind to her classmates. And in addition, she was an excellent student and consistently made positive contributions to class discussions from Coach Brindley, world history. Congratulations.
By the way, Ava, do you have any family here today?
Yes, I'm my stepmom.
Okay, so your stepmom who is taking photos assiduously right now. It's not just some person you brought to take photos. Okay. Hey, but here's this. We applaud you for your success and your hard work, and we ask you that you only do one thing, and that's spend it all on yourself. Thank you. Okay, our last Highlandette today is one of our Youth of the Month recipients, and I'll ask Natalie Murphy to come on up as I describe this award. Take your time, Natalie. Don't rush. I've got to describe stuff. This Youth of the Month award, for those of you all don't know, recognizes Lake Highlands graduating seniors along with their parents and mentoring teachers who have excelled in academics, leadership, and school and community activity. These are students who are in the top 20% of their class, and often a lot of times much higher. They participate in student government, school publications, music, theater, athletics, or other school-sponsored activities. These students also typically have received special recognitions or awards by other educational, community, state, or national organizations for demonstrating excellence in academics, leadership, participation, and community service. Long way of saying we'll probably be working for them someday. So it's our first Youth of the Month awardee is Natalie Murphy from March 2021. Natalie, do you have any family here today?
I'm here with my mom and my dad, Debbie Murphy and Mark.
Okay. Natalie has been in Lake Highlands her entire life. She went to school prior to Lake Highlands at St. Patrick's. She considers her strongest talent dancing or drawing. I asked her, what do you like to do when you're not at school and studying? And she said, reading and being on her phone. Both excellent hobbies. She said her New Year's resolution was to read one book every month. And she said mostly it's been young adult fiction, but then she's read some mysteries too. And she also had a recommendation for all of us, Big Little Lies. She said that was the best one. I'm cheating and I'm watching now on HBO Max. So you can all do that, by the way. She's planning to go to college next year at Arkansas. She has decided on a major right now, political science. She finds it really interesting to learn about the state of our country. Not shocking that her favorite club or sport is the Highlandettes. She says that Instagram is her favorite social media app of choice. She thinks it actually accommodates all of the social media experience, something I know that all of us are very, very excited about. But it comes as all in one to be able to tell something about a little bit of Facebook, a little bit of Twitter on everyone's photos. She's not really sure what her dream job is. If she could meet anyone in the world, past or present, who would it be and why? She said probably AOC, because she's an inspiration to her and she's introduced her to a great deal of world events that are going on. Lastly, she said, if she could go back in time and talk to herself as a freshman, the advice she'd give herself is probably not to stress as much. Know that high school is only a small portion of your life. That's very true, but it's fleeting. So, so Natalie, we have these right here for you. We ask one thing for you to do, and that is to spend it all on yourself. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, our next, we're going to get back now with our character counts awardees. And like Patrick said earlier, we're going to depend on the power of technology. There he is. Our character counts award honoree for April 2021 is Joseph Ogunbadua. Joseph, do you have any of your family present with you?
No.
Joseph has lived in Lake Highlands for 4 years. He's originally from Nigeria. He considers his strongest talent to be determination. When Joseph and I spoke, it was all about soccer. He loves Lionel Messi. He plays soccer religiously. He believes that his favorite devices is probably his laptop because it's way easier to access the net and do coding and other things on his laptop rather than his phone. He's planning to go to college, but he hasn't completely determined out of his several options yet. But he's not shying away from any sort of difficulties because he's decided on neurosciences as a major. He believes that the knowledge we have about the brain has been so limited, he just wants to be a part of the cure for neurological diseases and behavioral issues. And he's starting to study on those now. If he could vacation anywhere in the world, he said Italy, or any place in Europe, but probably Italy. If he could meet anyone in the world, past or present, he said it would probably be Nelson Mandela, because he believed in such a just cause and built equality and made such an impact on our world. He thinks that the conversations that he would have with him are fascinating. It shouldn't shock you to find out that his dream job truly is working in the lab as a neuroscientist, conducting research on the brain and different medicines. He said that if he could go back in time, he would talk to himself as a freshman and say, reach out more, make more friends, be more socially active, and relax. He said he's most looking forward to, after graduation, his soccer club has a tournament, and so he's really, really looking forward to that. But then at college, he's just looking forward to living independently, away from his parents, and starting this new phase of his life, making new friends and meeting new people. Principal Jones, do you have any comments about Joseph from his teachers?
Hi, Joseph. Joseph is one of the most hardworking students I have ever met. He has a genuine and sincere desire to not just learn, but to thoroughly understand things. He has overcome intense adversity, but has remained a positive person who cares about others and strives to do what is right. Though he could choose many career paths and be successful, I hope as a science teacher that he someday chooses a science field, and I have no doubt that he will make a great scientist someday. And that is from Mr. Whittem, your science teacher. Thanks.
Joseph, thanks for everything you've done and your hard work. I will have your plaque and your prize and cash delivered to the school. So Joseph Ogumbedwa, everyone, thank you. Okay, is Mohammed Koshal here? Yeah. Okay. All right, so now we'll move on to our remaining 2 Youth of the Month for April 2021. First, let's have Clara Smith come up. Claire, do you have any of your family here?
Yeah, I have my dad, Christopher Smith, and my mom, Heather Smith.
Clara has been in Lake Highlands for 17 years. She's a Moss Haven and Forest Meadow graduate. She considers her strongest talent to be playing her drum set. In fact, that was a recurring theme too. When we talked, it was all about drum set. She's like, she likes to do when she's not at school or studying, drum set, listening to music, hanging out with her brothers, and reading. She also works part-time at Kona Ice. She says, interestingly enough, her favorite electronic device is her car radio. For those of y'all don't know, cars used to have radios in them, and you could listen to things. They would over these airwaves, and they would play music. Music is something that would, like a song that would come on the radio. So she says her car radio, because it didn't used to be connectable to her phone. Now it is. She can get music and all of her apps through the phone through that. Ostensibly while she's driving, I guess. Does she plan to go to college? Yes, Minnesota. She's going to be a Golden Gopher. She's decided on, again, one of those easy majors, computer engineering. She likes electronics and problem solving. She said her favorite social media app is YouTube because it's available to everyone and you can see so many different things. If she could meet anyone in the world, past or present, she said probably Billie Eilish because she's cool. She said the best advice she's ever received is whether you think you'll do bad or good, you are right. And I think that's pretty profound. She said that if she could go back in time and talk to herself as a freshman, it would be, don't stress about every single grade. They're literally not going to be able to see all of those on your transcript. Spoiler alert, they're not. It's great, guys. We're good. She said her dream job is owning her own small business. She said she definitely wants to be her own boss. And after looking forward to graduation and college, she said, after graduation, she's eventually looking forward to studying abroad. And in college, she's looking forward to expanding her horizons and meeting new people. So, Clara, we ask one thing of you. Here is your your plaque and your prize money. We ask one thing of you, and that's to spend it all on yourself. Okay. Claire said it. Okay, and our final youth of the month for April 2021 is Dixon Potts. Dixon, do you have any of your family here today?
Yeah, I've got my mom and dad, Angela and Brian Ponce, and my two sisters, Hope and Haley.
Dixon has been in Lake Highlands for 15 years. He went to White Rock Elementary and Lake Highlands Junior High. He considers his strongest talent pitching in baseball games. When he's not at school or studying, he likes going out with friends and especially hitting balls at Topgolf. He's planning to go to either A&M or for baseball at UTD. He has decided on a major, another very easy one you'll skate on through, I'm sure, biology, so I can eventually go into dental and dentistry and especially pediatric dentistry. So they let anybody in there, so it's fine. You'll be great. His favorite club or sport is the Wranglers. He said if he could vacation anywhere in the world, it would probably be the mountains in Colorado. He's not a beach guy, and he really likes the mountains. It's cold there, and there's tons of things to do in the Colorado mountains. If I asked him if he could meet anyone in the world, past or present, who would it be? And I think this answer was great. He said either my grandmother, because I never got to meet her and I would really love to meet her, or Adrian Beltre. So you know, he literally covered all his bases. I think that's great. That's a great answer. His dream job, he said, obviously a major league pitcher or a pediatric dentist. So again, covering all bases there. He said the best advice he's ever received is be yourself. Don't try to hide anything or try to be someone that you're not. Be true to yourself. Likewise, he said if he could go back in time to his freshman year and talk to himself, he said the advice he would give himself is try not to hide who you really are by trying to be funny. Be who you are. That's something I understand very, very well. He said, if you're looking forward to, after graduation, what are you looking forward to? He said, at A&M, looking forward to going to these things called football games. Right after graduation, he's excited for summer ball and his last go round playing baseball, possibly. Dixon, we have this for you, and we ask you to do one thing, just spend it on yourself, okay? Dixon Potts, everyone. Okay, finally, it's my great pleasure and honor to announce the Youth of the Year for 2020-21. This was determined by reviewing the essays of the Youth of the Year nominees and examining the topic prompt. And I will say, speaking for the reviewing group, this was extremely tough. These monthly honorees did us absolutely no favors. So thanks a lot when it came to their writing abilities, their passions, and really exploration of what they think their place in history is and how it began. As is to be expected from this group and the high school, every one of these nominees was extremely worthy of high accolades. So this year, the recipients of the Youth of the Year $1,000 scholarships are Scott Poole and Ainsley Stewart. Let's come up here. You guys remember them from previous meetings. I can't remember exactly which month you all were Youth of the Month for. January. And I know Scott was one of our remote, one of the very first remote. So he tested our technology and it worked. So not saying that was why you're the Youth of the Month, but or Youth of the Year, but it definitely didn't look bad on your resume. Everyone, we will have copies of their essays available on the website or the newsletter later on, but these two were they really are inspiring, and they mean a lot to this community. They're great leaders. They're really going to go far. So everyone, Ainsley Stewart and Scott Poole. All right, so once again, we see just how impressive this collection of students really is, and how the future is in very good, very skilled and creative hands. That's for me today. I know you're all very appreciative of that. Let's give another hand to our character counts and Youth of the Month and Youth of the Year.
All right, thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Patrick, for that presentation. It's a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed the student and teacher award programs that our club does. I remember when I joined the club, the character counts and Youth of the Month meetings were always my favorite ones to attend every month, to kind of hear what kids were doing at the high school. And when I joined, I had a very young son, only one of my two kids at the time. And I thought, man, these kids, they're so old. They're all graduating seniors, and that's so far away. And now he's about to be a freshman at the high school in the fall. And I'm thinking, man, that went by really, really fast. I know that's how all you parents feel about this. I'm sure as students, you don't feel like it went very fast. It was arduous and long and tough. But you will remember these years fondly. They're fun years. You're about to embark on some more fun years in college. Enjoy those as well. And good luck in everything that you do in the future. We know you're going to do great things just because you already have here in Lake Highlands. So congratulations to you. Congratulations, parents. Congratulations to our teachers of the year. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all that you do for our students. You're a big reason why we have great students like these to recognize every month and at the end of every year. So thank you again. Thank you all for being here. Again, it was good to see you. Principal Jones, I didn't give you a moment to make any announcements about the high school, anything coming up in the next week that we need to know about? Yeah. Like a freight train coming down the tracks. It's almost here. Light at the end of the tunnel for some. And excellent. Good job and good luck. All right. That is it. Thank you all very much. Have a great weekend. We are adjourned.